дать пацанам посчитать потери. Суммы нули погибают на сцене. Снова один, прогуляюсь без тени. Заливаю лик, поцелуй на шее. Карты дома, правда назад, черный каскад.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bobby, or for everyone on social, know me as CRG Bear, and today we're with another Around the Grounds episode, and there's a lot to talk about. Mind you, there's been a lot of things happening. I apologize for the delayed episodes. Holidays have been kicking up. I've had some time to spend with my family. Started a new job, guys. You've probably seen that over on the socials, but it's been a little bit busy, but I've been trying to keep everything moving steady, trying to get some content out right before the holidays because I am going to be kind of stagnant again going on that. But more importantly, we're going to get into today's topics. Let's talk about, first and foremost, this is going to be heavy biased episode towards my Arsenal because one, they are title contenders, but two, we've had some massive issues, some goods and some bad that happened. And let's start with the bad. Bukayo Saka ends up going down with a hamstring injury. It looks like he's going to be out for about 8 weeks, which is not something that any Arsenal fan, any Gunner fan out there who supports the club, watches the team, want to hear, because Bukayo Saka is heavily involved in 90% of, I would say, Arsenal's goal contribution this season. I'm going to be completely fair. When he's down on the pitch, there's not a lot of presence out on that side. There's a lot of turmoil, especially with him. He's gone, and with him accommodating for a lot of the goal scoring opportunities that Arsenal has been giving throughout the regular season so far, that's clear cut. Him gone, it's going to hurt, and I feel like it's going to hurt almost as what we see over on the other end with Man City going down 12 consecutive losses in the last 13 games, which is unreal from hearing from Man City and Pep Guardiola's squad. But there has been a lot of things happening. Erling Haaland is not playing in top form. Rodri is injured. Kevin De Bruyne is coming in and out of form, and he's been in and out of injury. You still have some youngsters out, mind you. There's a few players that Pep has not called back from loan, which is, I'm very surprised why he hasn't called back on loan yet. But there is a lot of things over on that end. Another thing that we're going to be talking about, guys, I'm just going to let you know we're just reviewing this. I'm going to deep dive in these conversations a little bit later off in the episode, but I'm just going to review some of the topics that we're going to be doing. As far as that, aside from Man City completely and utterly getting debacled by Aston Villa, you look at Liverpool and Chelsea fighting for the top table. Liverpool dominating the way they've been playing. 3-6, I believe, was the last score coming off of that, with Mo Salah getting a brace himself, Luis Diaz putting himself on the scoreboard. Mo Salah, mind you, we're going to talk about him as well. But aside from that, guys, that's a little bit about it. I'm going to go straight into Arsenal. As stated before, one of the biggest things of the Premier League is going to be talked about is how Arsenal is, whether or not they can be able to compete for this league title or not. Personally, coming from me being an Arsenal fan and loving the team, it's a very difficult situation because, one, we had some good things that's happened. We've had Gabriel Jesus come into form, which is huge because the fact that he now have 5 goals in the last 2 games with 1 assist, 6 goal contributions in only 2 matches, and he got himself a hat trick. Now, mind you, these are against teams off in the EFL Cup and things of that nature, but seeing that he's in this type of form, knowing that our presence without goal scoring is huge, because right now our leading goal scorer just off top is Kai Havertz with 7 goals this season. And this is 24 matches played so far, so we don't have anyone really putting it in the net. We're really heavily relying on our corners, which, if you guys aren't aware, Arsenal has 112 corners this season. I would say 34 of our goals, I can say, I'm going to be completely fair with it, a huge chunk of those 34 goals comes off of our corners. That just goes off of saying, Bukayo Saka has 10 assists. I'm not just saying all of them are off corners. Declan Rice has corner assists this season. So it's been kind of spread around quite a bit. But as far as that, Bukayo Saka also has had 20 big chance, being involved. So him being away and him being injured for 8 weeks, yes, it's great that Gabriel Jesus comes to form, but it really hurts us that Bukayo Saka is injured as soon as Jesus comes to form. Because by the time Saka comes back, what if Jesus is not playing the same ball and he goes back to being inconsistent? Which I pray, I don't want any jinx. Mind you, I'm a I want Jesus to succeed for the sake of Arsenal to succeed. You know what I mean? Like, by any means, I want him to be able to stay in form, to continue being a good goal scorer. Hell, I want to see him get at least 20 goals this season, coming in late so far, because he hasn't scored in almost a year since this little stretch. So hopefully we can keep it up. I know I'm asking a whole lot, but that's kind of where I'm sitting with it. Now, mind you, with 24 matches played, Bukayo Saka has a grand total of, I think, 22 goal contributions, 13 goals. My math might be wrong. Yeah, 22 goal contributions, 23 goal contributions, 13 goals and 10 assists in 24 matches. So he has almost contributed a goal and assist per game. He came off the field on crutches with the hamstring injury, which, like I said, is very scary. Even though Arsenal was not able to overcome the draw over Everton, we managed to overcome, you know, our wins with even with Saka going down in the match against let me recall that, in the match against Crystal Palace, 5-1. I know Everton was the draw, so that was kind of like a gimme, like we should have won that. That's kind of why we're dropping in points. But Arsenal sits at 30 beaten in the past, especially with the quality and the amount of money we spent over the past 2 to 3 transfers. It's time to produce some results. If not, we're going to be in the same situation that we was in a couple years ago, where we end up conceding a time. And then here's the thing, like, Man City's not even an issue anymore. This is a reasonable way of being able to win the title, in my personal opinion, because the fact that like the biggest threat for us the last 2 to 3 seasons was Man. You're seeing Pep Guardiola completely break down on the sidelines. You're seeing their top players, you know, not even thanking their fans when they usually do. It's just really bad atmosphere in this club right now. And then you also have the active 115 cases that's going to be revealed probably in the near like I heard February was when he was going to get the details on those cases against Man City and the unfair play charges and all the good drama there. But as I can say, I'm not one to ever want to see a team just fall off like this. Like, I would love to, like, at least for any team to beat a contending champion like this, at least when it was close. Not, you know, like, by far there's no way, unless on God's green earth, you know, things just flip, that Man City's winning this title this year. This is, you know, there's going to be a new champion. There's going to be a new league title winner. Bottom line. There's just no way. You know, Rodri can come back, whatever, but the damage is done. That's a hot take for you. The damage is done. You have Forest sitting at a 4th, right behind Arsenal. You have Bournemouth at 28th. As far as Man United has a lot of things they need to work on, but I trust the head man over there. I feel like he has a lot of things going, especially beating Man United 2-1, winning the Manchester Derby. Manchester is red, so it's definitely something. It's definitely something to talk about, especially with that Derby match being another one of Man City's losses. City losing to Aston Villa is something also, like, you don't really expect it, especially from that Man City team. It's really sad on how they're going, and they're sinking, you know, and that's just how you have to think about that. But when you look at a team that's capitalizing on all opportunities, and I don't know if they have figured out the case for Mo Salah yet. They just need to pay this man, because Mo Salah is on a tear. 15 goals this season, 2 goals in the last game against what was it? They played, excuse me, I have to recall back on the team that they played. They played Spurs. That's it. 15 games this season. Played Spurs. Got a brace for that. Luis Diaz was really good. Like, by far, this team, Liverpool, was already ready to win last year. They just, I don't know what happened. They was competing for the title with Arsenal and Man City last year when Jurgen Klopp was here. It just feels like towards the end of the stretch of the season, it just went straight downhill. And it just became Jurgen Klopp's departure story, you know what I mean? Not even the league title story, because it would have been the league title story and Jurgen Klopp leaving the club, you know? But now this team is hungry. But I feel like it's even more pressure now on the club's back end, because we still have this Mo Salah case. Like, regardless, like, Liverpool's in first, gotta pay Mo Salah the way he's playing right now. Regardless of age, 15 goals this season. He's in prime to win the Golden Boot right now. He's over Erling Haaland in goals. Erling Haaland with 13 at the current moment. So it's just like, pay this man to stop overthinking. You guys are in case, unless you guys just completely fucking, it'll be the biggest sell of a league title in this last 2 decades if they sell this league, if they don't win the title. And this is me saying from Arsenal, like we're fucking 5 points behind these guys, so we want them to drop points. But as far as like what I mean by, you have to be silly as hell. Like it's unreal. Invest your time there. But guys, that's all I really have for today's episode. I know it's a quick brief. We're gonna be back potentially in 2 weeks. I'm gonna say 2 weeks. That means I'm gonna stack up some stories. A little bit longer episode, maybe be 20 minutes, mainly because of the holidays, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. With the holidays going in, Christmas going in, all this New Year's, give me a couple weeks to put out another episode. I would say literally, because it's the start of this week. So Christmas is on Wednesday. So not this week, not next week. So in 2 weeks, we will be back mid-January. You guys will see the posts on socials. I appreciate everyone staying tuned. Like I said before, this is more so to get me a little out of the holidays, make sure I got my stories together, but just be excited for some content going into 2025. Guys, happy holidays. I appreciate everyone for staying tuned to Charge Sports Network, staying tuned to all of our shows. We appreciate everything. I appreciate everyone supporting Oklahoma City Chargers, supporting Web City Charge. It's been a great year, great 2025. So I appreciate you guys. Love and great year 2024, excuse me. Been a great year for blessings. I appreciate everyone. And I hope you guys have a wonderful holidays and a happy New Year's. Coming from the Charge family, coming from the OKC Charger family, coming from the Web City Charge family. Hope you guys have a great holidays and a happy New Year. And we see you guys next year. More blessings. Peace.
Так дать пацанам посчитать потери, суммы нули.